Fortunately, we have Amrita Madhvi Devidasi Mataji from Bangalore, India. And Mataji is going to enlighten us from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, verse number 10 onwards. Hare Krishna Mataji, you may take over the call now. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna. Thank you. Thank you for waiting for me. I was
Yes.
in between a test and I just wanted to finish before your class. I was very much aware and I just finished and I was little late. Sorry, but my that work is done. So I'm peacefully joining your class now. So let's pray and start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं हरि ओम् तत्सत्. Yes, Hare Krishna, my dear devotees. So we are going to do Canto 8, Chapter 3, text number 10 onwards. But let's just see the overview of this chapter. It's titled Gajendra's Prayers of Surrender. Yes, it talks about Gajendra's prayers of surrender. In the verse number 1 to 29, we will go through prayers of Gajendra. And 30th verse to 33rd verse, we see Lord Hari saves Gajendra from the crocodile. So this is the major breakup. That is up to 29th verse, you will see prayers. And the last part, you will see Lord Hari coming in, saving Gajendra from the crocodile. So if you see a smaller breakup, it goes like this. Second verse to fifth verse, it talks about supremely powerful Lord. Sixth verse to seventh verse, it talks about supremely inconceivable Lord. 8th verse to 12th verse, which we will be doing today, we'll be seeing supreme appearances of the Lord. 13th verse to 17th verse, it talks about supreme shelter. 18th verse to 20th verse, it talks about worshipping the Lord. 21st verse, 24th verse, supreme source of everything. 25th verse to 29th verse, we see the supreme master. And that's it. And we saw in 30th verse to 33rd verse, we are going to see how Lord Hari saves Gajendra from the crocodile. So now we are going to do the verse number 10, where we will be discussing supreme appearances of the Lord topic will be discussed up to the 12th verse. So now let's see what is spoken here in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, text number 10. नम आत्मप्रदीपाय साक्षिणे परमात्मने नमो गिरां विदुराय मनसश्चेतसाम् अपि. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, text number 10, translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the self-effulgent Super Soul, who is the witness in everyone's heart, who enlightens the individual soul, and who cannot be reached by exercise of the mind, words, or consciousness. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, cannot be understood by the individual soul through mental, physical, intellectual exercises. It is by the grace of Supreme Personality of Godhead that the individual soul is enlightened. Therefore, the Lord is described here as Atma Pradipa. The Lord is like the sun, which illuminates everything and cannot be illuminated by anyone. Therefore, if one is serious about understanding the Supreme, one must receive enlightenment from Him as instructed in Bhagavad Gita. One cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead by one's mental, physical, intellectual powers. So here our Gajendra is paying his obeisances with these words by glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead as self effulgent. Why self effulgent? Because the Brahman, the light, the effulgence comes from the body of Krishna, is Brahman. So, because of which we address him as self effulgent super soul who is within, who is the witness in everyone's heart. And super soul is Paramatma with four-handed form, and he is in everyone's heart. And as far as I remember, he is the Aniruddha, Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Pradyumna. We have the Chaturvya expansions, wherein Sankarshana represents the deity of false ego. If you want to curb your false ego, they say you should pray to Sankarshana. If you want to have clear consciousness, that is, if you want to have Krishna consciousness, they say you pray to Vasudeva. Vasudeva and Dwarkadisha are different in the sense Vasudeva is Krishna alone, Dwarkadisha is Krishna with his eternal internal energy, Krishna with his wife or with Radharani, means with his eternal consort. Krishna with his eternal consort is called Dwarkadisha. Here, Vasudeva is Krishna alone. So, if you pray to Krishna alone, then your consciousness is going to get cleansed. That is, so Sankarshana is for cleaning up your false ego, and Aniruddha is for cleaning up the disturbance of the mind. If we pray to Aniruddha, it is told today. I was learning the chapter, Canto 3, chapter number 26, gives all these details. I think in verse number 21, purport, I think that particular, or otherwise it's just you just refer Canto 3, chapter number 26. You'll get so many details about creation and things like that. So there I was reading that if you pray to Vasudeva, then we get clear consciousness or Krishna consciousness. And in another verse, in the same chapter, Prabhupada says, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told to Cheto Darpana Marjan, do chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, then automatically it is depending on Gauranga. Gaur Chandra, Prabhupada says, is free from all blemishes. Chandra is having some black spots, but Gaur Chandra is no blemish, clean. So if you pray to Gaur Sundara, or Gaur Chandra, then all these dirt in the consciousness will be gone. Means instead of praying to Vasudeva, in this Kali Yuga, if we will follow the instructions of Gaur Sundara of chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then it is Cheto Darpana Marjanam, then our heart will get cleansed. Prabhupada says like that in the same chapter. So, for cleaning up the mind, we have to chant, and for cleaning up the consciousness, we have to chant. Cleaning the mind, we can pray to Aniruddha, and to clean up the intelligence, we pray to Pradyumna. So, here, why I spoke about that is here it is told that the Lord is there in everyone's heart. So, then there Prabhupada writes that in the heart means. Here the mind means Aniruddha, then we have to focus on Aniruddha. Then Prabhupada says like that yogis worship on Aniruddha, if I'm not wrong. It's Aniruddha, yogis focus on Aniruddha, the four-handed form of Lord Vishnu. So that is super soul, like that he says. So I remember that, I just shared that with you. So we are praying to super soul means it's one form of Vishnu. Maybe it's Anuruddha form if I'm not wrong. We pray. Then and he is the witness for everything that we are doing, and he is in everyone's heart. So he actually enlightens us. Even in Bhagavad Gita, it is told that we get smriti, we get remembrance, we get forgetfulness. All these things are, an enlightened knowledge we get. All these from Paramatma we get, and who cannot be reached by the exercise of the mind. So this particular Paramatma we cannot access by any method except by surrendering in devotional attitude and engaging in devotional service. When and in the same 26th chapter of third canto, I read that when we become clear in our consciousness, how to become clear? By chanting, yes, and also by giving up the doership. What is this called as doership now? Now, anything what we are doing, if we think I did it, then that's doership. If you think I did it, then false ego is the one who is making us feel like that. As long as we are acting on the understanding of false ego, means thinking I did it, then we will be also entangled with many karmas, you know. Means we will be simply entangling ourselves, and we may have to come again and again. So for devotees, that there's no karma, we have learned like that in Nectar of Devotion. But what I mean is, by thinking I'm a doer, even as a devotee, I did it, then we will have to suffer the consequences. When things go wrong, we feel hurt. When things are right, we feel elated, and we cannot maintain the equilibrium. So it's very important that we always focus on one thing. See, from the whole chapter that I learned and the next chapter that I learned, what happened is that I understood one thing, which is going to be very, very beneficial for you and for me. Because I just started today with that kind of prayer. I want you all also to start. What is that? It is going to, it's like wherever you are. Some of us may be just struggling in LKG, some of us may be struggling in fourth standard, grade 4, some of us may be struggling in grade 10, some of us in grade 12. But what I am teaching you now is just start with PhD. Wherever you are, start with PhD. That PhD, if you do, while you do your PhD syllabus, you will get the tests of grade 1, grade 2. You will feel like you are not undergoing the test, someone else is undergoing. You know that person very well. That person is undergoing. Means you will not feel you are undergoing. So this is my understanding. And what is that PhD that I want all of you to do is what I decided to do from today, just few minutes before writing the test today. I made Bhakti also pray, and I'm making you all also pray, that how we should pray is right now. Let's pray. Like you all should pray, if possible, pray aloud. And I will also pray. What we should pray is that, oh my dear Master Krishna, you all should say it. You don't have to unmute. You can just mute and you can say aloud. You say, repeat after me. Say, oh my dear Master Krishna. I repeat for you. Oh my dear Master. Yes, you can unmute or mute, whatever, no problem. Oh my dear Master Krishna, from
Oh my God.
now I desire to serve you from now,
From
and
now I
right
desire to do.
now I
I desire
desire to
to
hear
serve
Bhagavatam.
your Bhagavatam.
Right now I desire to hear
Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam. Oh my dear Master,
Oh
repeat,
my
oh
God.
my
Oh my
dear
dear
Master,
Master,
I wish to be your servant.
I
I
wish to
wish
be
to
your
be your
servant.
servant. I wish to hear Bhagavatam.
I wish to
I
hear
wish to hear
Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam. And I'm saying, I wish to speak Bhagavatam. My
I
Krishna,
wish
I
to
wish to speak
speak Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam. And you have to say, I wish to hear Bhagavatam.
I wish to hear
Please,
Bhagavatam.
please empower me to do this service.
Please empower
Please
me to do this
empower me to do
service.
this service. And now hear Bhagavatam. Now I speak. In this way, before every activity, before cooking, before cleaning, just say that, because we should not become, I am the doer. Pride, it should not creep in. So we say, I wish to. Because according to Bhagavad Gita, we can only wish. And wishing is the independence given to us. That much we can do. Because we wish to come away from Krishna, we are here. If we wish to be with Krishna, we will go back to God. But not one time, every time, wish to serve, pray to serve. By saying, I wish to do this, please empower me. When you say like this, and then you do your service, there has to be a lot of transformation for every seva. While cooking, say, before taking a bath, say, when you wake up, say, when you brush your teeth, say, when you cook, say, when you clean, say, when you offer, say, when you serve, say, when you eat, say, when you go out, say. So for every single activity, say, I wish to go out, Krishna. Help me to do my service. Empower me to do my service in a way it pleases you. Like this, every time you say, I wish to, please empower me. Two things you should say. I wish to. As your servant, I wish to Krishna, yours. Otherwise, what you do? I wish to cook for the family and offer to Krishna. I no, we should not cook for the family. We should not cook for ourselves. We should cook for Krishna. We should not wish to take a bath. We should wish to give a bath to this body, because this body is a temple of Krishna. We should say that Krishna, I wish to give a bath to this body so that I can be serving you. Please, I wish to serve you. So in everything say I wish to, so that we don't even think that we are doers. Too much of doership has gone into our heads, knowingly or unknowingly, that even though we say I'm not the doer, in between the thought comes I am the doer. This Krishna has to remove, till then it will not go. But at least we can do our endeavor of praying at every step. Let's pray, saying, I desire, please empower me. I desire, please empower me. Krishna, I desire to speak, please empower me. Please empower me. I desire that they benefit. Please empower them to benefit. Like this, I should beg. You should beg for your understanding. And then do devotional service. Then it's his wish. Then while doing devotional service, I'm trying, Krishna, please bless me. May I not become proud. So like this. So like this, when you do, then what happens is we are bound to get clear consciousness. We are going to fix Krishna in our mind, because everything we start doing for Krishna, every activity we are praying and starting. So every activity when we pray and start, I have heard that before you start any devotional service, you should pray to your spiritual master. I have heard. And I used to sometimes do, not always, rarely, at least before giving classes, I used to do. But now I understand, not just devotional acts, anything we want to do, let us pray if possible to Guru and Krishna. Or like how I said, Krishna, please, you can beg to Krishna, and you can also beg to Guru also. I forget to beg to Guru. Say, I forgot to ask you to beg to Guru also. But some of you may not have Guru, so it's all right. You say you directly beg to Krishna, no problem. But beg and then stop. Beg and then start. Imagine in a day, if you are doing some 20 small activities, or 30 times you'll be begging Krishna. It's not like a ritual, unconscious. It's not like an unconscious ritual. Consciously, you'll be begging Krishna. It's not a ritual. It is your heart's attitude. It's your sincere heart's begging, a fervent prayer. So imagine how much transformation it should take us to. So the idea is that for every single activity, if we are begging the Lord and saying, don't make me proud, you empower me. And at the end, when the activity is done, say, Krishna, you did it. Thank you so much. Krishna, you did it. Thank you so much. When the activity is done, say, Krishna, you cooked. Thank you so much. Krishna, you finished the activity of giving bath to the body. Thank you so much. Krishna, you finished the brushing activity. Thank you so much. Like this. Beg, thank, beg, thank, beg, thank. So begging is 20 times, thanking is 20 times, 40 times. Imagine so many times. If we can increase our remembrance of Krishna, then we become Krishna conscious. So I read in 26th chapter, Canto 3, that when the symptom of chitta or consciousness is that it has complete, the last word is clarity. You get clarity, the middle word, and you get complete. I tell you, three things happen when you'll be free from distraction of the mind. You have complete clarity, and the symptom of clean chitta is, I forgot. Three things happen. No, no, I forgot. Sorry. Three things happened. It's very beautiful. Bhakti, Bhakti, my book is there. If she is not able to hear me. So, three things happen when you will do this activity and cleanse your chitta. You become so undistracted, means your focus will go onto and you become completely serene. Serene, isn't it so? We are all the time saying, Krishna, please help me to engage in your service. I'm your servant. Please allow me to serve you. This is my desire. Please empower me, not allow me to serve. I cannot serve. Please empower me to serve you. Okay. So when we say, Krishna, please empower me to serve you. I wish to serve you. Please empower me to serve you. Again and again, when you say it, again and again, thank Krishna. then what happens to our personality? We will shift. So far, we were thinking, I am so and so. We shift from that identity and we say, I am your servant. We're always saying, I am your, in a day 20 times, 40 times. As a servant, I thank you, Krishna, you did it. As your servant, I thank you. If you say, as a servant, and you attach the word Gauranga, as a servant, oh Gauranga, I thank you, oh Gauranga, as your servant. So attach Gauranga, Gauranga, because he is very fast in giving mercy. My Guru Maharaj told always in your prayers, please attach Gauranga for progress. So which means otherwise, from the way he said, otherwise we may not even appear to progress. So it was like alarming that, and also in today's 26th chapter, I saw that for this yuga, we have to pray to Gaura Sundara for clearing the consciousness. So I understood why my Guru Maharaj told that we should pray to Gaur Sundara or Gauranga is because he's the one who is going to clean our mind. Chetu Darpana Marjanam. So now the understanding is if you keep praying to Krishna, begging Krishna, help me to do this activity, help me to empower me to do this seva. I desire to serve you. Please empower me. And then throughout, if we can remember that this service it's done to Krishna, I should be thinking I am speaking it in front of Krishna for his pleasure. I should not even think that you people are there. Even if I see you all are there, I should think that my Krishna's sweet friends, sweet devotees are there, and Krishna is there. So with Krishna and his team, I am trying to share what Krishna is allowing me to understand. What Krishna is allowing me to understand, and what Krishna is making my tongue vibrate, I am desiring to convey that. So if I think like that, and if you also think like that, that you are hearing from a devotee in the presence of Krishna to please Krishna, you're desiring to hear, then what will happen is like this for every activity when we do, then we will end up thinking that we are Krishna's servant, we Krishna's servant, we Gaur Sundara's servant, we Gaur Sundara's servant. Finally, we will not think what we were thinking about ourselves. I will not think that I'm Bhakti's mother. I will not think that I'm Mr. Hari Prasad's wife, or I will not think any other identity. By regularly telling ourselves, we'll think I am the servant, I am the servant of Krishna, I am the servant of Krishna. So when somebody says as a mother what you did is not correct, or when somebody says as a wife what you did is not correct, if somebody says like that, then I will feel wife, okay, they're talking about the wife role that the servant is playing. Oh, the mother, they're talking about the mother role which the servant is playing, like that. Means you will, it's like a punch that you're getting, but it's in the air, it doesn't reach you. To reach you, it should be about the soul, because we are now trying to pray in the level of a soul. We're going to say that as a soul, I'm a servant, and we're refusing to stick to any other identity. Naha Vipro, na Chanarapatir, Napi Vaishyo, na Shudra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told, I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a Kshatriya, I'm not a Grahastha, I'm not a Vanaprastha, I'm not a sannyasi. Like this, I'm not anything. Then what? Gopi Padakamalayur Dasa Dasana Dasa. I am the servant of the food dust of the, I'm the servant of the servant of the servant of the food dust of the gopis. So, dasa dasanu dasau. So we have to be in that mood. So in that mood, we have to pray to God, Sundara, please let me do this service. Oh Guru Maharaj, please bless me to do this service. That's all should be our prayer every single day, every single moment. Then any other identity, any negative comments come, any criticism come, we will see, okay, oh, in that role, what happened? Okay, this aspect has to be corrected. Krishna, please help me to improve in this particular role performance. I have some seva to perform under this title. Please empower me to do this seva nicely. That's all. Pray to Krishna, again endeavor. That's all. There's nothing to take offense, nothing to feel bad. This is my understanding. It's a theoretical understanding I've got. I have not got any realization on this because I just started today. Today I've understood this much from few days. I'm just trying to grasp what is Bhagavatam trying to say. And by mistake, actually, I read 27 chapter first. I missed the 26th chapter, and I realized I didn't do. So when I came back to 26, my God, a lot of philosophy. But in that philosophy, I understood this much, that how I can improve myself. So 27th chapter of third canto and 26th chapter, looking very complicated, but if you read it with patience, then you can understand all these beautiful details. If my understanding is right, then this is how, if you try, it has to work. Then let's go to the, so here we just saw that how Gajendra is praying Supreme Personality of Godhead. Um, by glorifying him, and in the purport Prabhupada says Supreme Personality of God Krishna cannot be understood by the individual soul through mental, physical, intellectual and exercise. Then how we can understand him? Simply the prayer that I taught you, do that prayer. Say that whatever I didn't teach, actually Krishna guided me to whatever extent. Krishna gave me intelligence, what he made me understand, that I have shared with you. So if we can pray like that, then Krishna will, then it is told, then if you're always Krishna conscious, that means if your chitta becomes clean, it becomes like a clean water, clear water always shows clear reflections of the entire world. Same way, when our chitta becomes clear, that is when our chitta is consciousness, when our consciousness becomes clear, by giving up the attachment to false ego, and we just have ego. Ego is what? I'm a servant. False ego means I am servant of my family. That is false ego. Ego means I am servant of Krishna. I'm servant of Guru. This is ego. So we devotees, we keep our ego, and we don't keep false ego by doing this practice. So when you do this, what happens when you think you're a servant and when you indulge in Krishna's seva? What happens is the conscious becomes clear. Conscious means chitta becomes clear. When it becomes clear, then it's able to even understand. It's called Vasudeva, or unalloyed goodness. It's not Sattva Guna anymore. When you're thinking like this, you're above the three gunas. The conscious becomes very clean, and that's when you can see Krishna. That's when you can know who you are. So, and pure devotional service and mixed devotion, the difference is what I learned in chapter 27, I guess, in that it says that even if you desire to know Krishna, I want to gain more knowledge about Krishna, because it's told, Janma Karma Chavedivya Evam Yovaditata. I want to understand Krishna so that I can go back to God. The desire that I want to understand Krishna is mixed devotion. The desire that I want to go back to Godhead and enjoy serving, enjoy serving. The word enjoy, when it comes, it is mixed devotion. Then what is pure devotion? Pure devotion is the devotion of the gopis. Prabhupada writes in purport, I think it is 3.27.27, if I'm not mistaken, or it's the 27th chapter, any one verse. You can check 27th verse if you wish. And in that it says that if you are, what was I telling you now? I just forgot. I was telling you that pure devotion, mixed devotion. Okay, the gopis, they have pure devotion because all they want is they want to lovingly serve Krishna. That's all. They're not bothered to know who Krishna is. They're not bothered to go back to Krishna's abode. When they said that Krishna has a headache, if anybody gives you a food dust, then Krishna will be happy, but you will go to hell. This every gopi was ready to go to hell if that is going to help Krishna to come out of his headache. They said, it's all right, I will stay in hell 1000 years or 100 years. One number they said, I don't remember. I will stay there for 1000 years in hell if by taking my food dust, if I have to go to hell, and he will get free from headache, even for a moment's happiness of Krishna's, I wish to stay away from Krishna. This is their mode. They never went to Krishna to get some enjoyment out of Krishna. They went to Krishna acting like they're seeking for enjoyment, but actually they thought if they go, Krishna will be happy, because in Rasa Leela they saw Krishna is dancing only with them. So they're thinking that maybe Krishna is wanting my company of all the people. I will go. Every gopi thinks like that. I will go. Krishna will be very happy. If I don't go, he will be heartbroken. So they are going to meet Krishna to give Krishna the pleasure. They are willing to go to hell to give Krishna the pleasure of relief from headache. So they never care where they should be. They never care to be with Krishna. They always care to give pleasure to Krishna because they love Krishna. So that love is pure devotion. Rest all is mixed devotion. If you are desiring to gain knowledge about Krishna, it's mixed mixed devotion. Desire to go back to God is mixed devotion. Because devotee says, I just want to keep serving. That's all. This is what Prabhupada purport explained. I just want to keep serving Krishna under the order of Guru and Gauranga. I just want to keep serving Krishna. So if that is our goal, come on, let's start doing it every day. Let's say, I am your servant. I desire to do this service. Please empower me. That's all. Then, however he gets it done, it's his choice. When it is done, we're saying, Oh Gauranga, Oh Krishna, Oh Gurudev, you made it happen. Thank you so much. That's all. You thank them, you beg them, thank them, beg them, thank them, beg them, thank them. That's all. That way, when you do, mind becomes conscious, becomes clear, and in that clear consciousness, we can see Krishna. That's what is told. So why not practice to that point? This is my question. Why not? No matter where we are, why not start doing that? I have heard that till you get a guru, you are see semblance of faith. It's not faith, semblance of faith. Doesn't matter. Semblance or real, it doesn't matter. Start like that and let Krishna help us to come to the point of taking diksha from a spiritual master, and then it becomes a real no. So whatever efforts we put now, it will all help us, to start our spiritual life with a very big bang. If you're doing a very good practice now, soon after diksha you will be very advanced devotee. If you're not doing any practice now, after diksha also you have to start from scratch, isn't it? So doesn't matter. So let us pray like that. And then Prabhupada writes, one cannot understand the Supreme Personality by one's mental, physical, intellectual powers. Yes, you cannot understand. That's why I said you can only understand by bhakti. That's what 18 chapter 55th verse, I think, says that bhaktya mama bijanati. Only by bhakti one can understand Krishna. So I took a long time for this small purport because I actually explained to you the essence of Canto 3, chapter 26, because I thought that is what I need now. So I thought it may help you. Pardon me for the taking so much time. Now I think we'll cover only one more verse today. So it is Canto 8, chapter 3, text number 11. Srimad Bhagavatam Satvena Pratilabhyaya Naishkarmyena Vipaschita Nama Kaivalya Nathaya Nirvana Sukha Samvidhe. So, Canto 8, Chapter 3, Text 11, translation of Srimad Bhagavatam by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Supreme Personality of God is realized by pure devotees who act in the transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga. He is the bestower of uncontaminated happiness and is the master of the transcendental world. Therefore, I offer my respect unto him. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Person of Godhead can be understood only by devotional service. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. If one wants to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead in truth, one must take to the activities of devotional service. These activities are called sattva or shuddha sattva. In the material world, the activities of goodness, which are symptomatic of a pure Brahmana, are appreciated. But the activities of devotional service are Shuddha Sattva, in other words, they're on a transcendental platform. Only by devotional service can one understand the Supreme. Devotional service is called Naishkarmya. Mere negation of material activity will not endure. Naishkarmyam api achyuta bhava varjitam. Unless one performs activities with reference to Krishna consciousness, unless one performs activities with reference to Krishna consciousness, cessation of material activities will not be helpful. In hopes of achieving Naishkarmya, freedom from material action, many highly elevated sannyasis stopped their activities. Yet they failed and returned to material platform to act as materialistic persons. But once one is engaged in spiritual activities of bhakti yoga, one does not fall down. Our Krishna consciousness movement is therefore an attempt to engage everyone always in spiritual activity by which one becomes transcendental to material actions. Spiritual activities of Bhakti Marga, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam lead one to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, as stated here, Satvena Pratilabhyaya Naishkarmyena Vipaschita means the Supreme Personality of Godhead is realized by pure devotees who act in the transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga. The Gopal Upanishad 15 says, Bhaktir asya bhajanam tad iha mutropadi nai rasye nai vam mushmin manasaha kalpanam etad evacha naishkarmyam. This is a definition of naishkarmya. One acts in naishkarmya when he fully engages in Krishna conscious activities without material desires to enjoy either here or in the upper planetary systems, in the present life or in a future life. Iha amurta, amutra, Anyabhilashita Shunyam, when one is freed from all contamination and he acts in devotional service under the direction of spiritual master, one is on the platform of Naishkarmya. By such transcendental devotional service, the Lord is served. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Wow. Now, actually, I finished explanation of this verse in the previous verse itself because I repeat the points again because here it is just saying that what we said just now, I made you pray to Krishna that, oh Krishna, please, I desire to serve you by hearing Bhagavatam. Please empower me. This was our prayer. I desire to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. Please empower me, Guru and Gauranga. Please empower me. This was our prayer. So now it says that, and I told you that way when you pray all the time for every single activity, you're not thinking, I am doing it. And I told you what is pure devotion. Pure devotion means don't think I want to gain knowledge, I want to gain this, I want to gain this. Nothing. I want to just serve you because I love you. That's all. I want to keep on serving every day. Every single activity should be my service for you. Every single activity should be my service for you because I am your servant. I'm your servant. I'm your servant. I am your servant. So it's your servant and I am servant. Both things are stressed here. I am Krishna's is one thing, and I'm servant is my designation. Not even servant. Servant of the servant of the servant is should be the designation. 7 times actually, at least 3 times. Like Gopik Padakamalaya or Dasanu Dasa, according to whatever is taught to us. So we should say, I'm the servant of the servant. Please engage me. Beyond this, we don't want to know anything. I don't want material gain. Don't want spiritual gain. I don't want anything. All I want is all the time I want to serve you. This should be the mood. This is pure devotion. This much we told now. Now here what it is told. See, therefore it is stated here the supreme personality of God it is realized by pure devotees who act in the transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga. What is transcendental existence? We should not be in Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamaguna. I told you, when we think I am so and so's family member, then it is Rajoguna because it is false ego. I said we should not have false ego. We should have the real ego. Ego means I'm the servant of the servant of the servant. So when you have that attitude, and when you pray, what is this prayer? It is vandanam, or vandanam. And in the mood of a servant means it is dasyam. And when you have this vandanam and dasyam mood, it is nothing but devotional service. So it is told here, if you are in that mood that I am your servant, 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 and if you're always in the mood of serving to please Guru and Gaura, then that is nothing but transcendental existence. So it's told the supreme personality of God is realized. So I told you, if we will be in this mood, it's like a water. Our heart becomes like water. Our chitta becomes clean. It becomes like a water in which we'll be able to see Krishna. We'll be able to realize Krishna. We'll be able to realize who we are. That is what is told here. The supreme personality of God it is realized by pure devotees who act in the transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga. So this is transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga we got to know. So the next part is then if we are acting like that, then Supreme Personality of Godhead will be realized. Krishna will show himself. Unless and it is like Prabhupada says in third canto 26th chapter that this particular bhakti yoga is like walking on a razor's edge. A little distraction from the thought that I'm servant of servant of servant, from the little distraction from the thought, think that I'm so and so's wife, so and so's husband, I'm so and so's father or mother, then immediately we get connected to false ego and we get entangled with many other desires, hopes, distractions, disturbances. is spoiling our life. So don't even for a moment, even for a fraction of a moment, let us now think only I am servant of servant of servant. We should let us not think how we are related to this family which is related to our body. Just disassociate mentally. When you disassociate mentally from your relationship with anyone in around you, and then you only associate in mentally that I am Krishna's servant, 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 all the time. If we can keep praying to be fixed on that platform of a servant, and pray that we want to continually serve, 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 to please, 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 and nothing else, then Supreme Person of Godhead will be realized. So then here Gopal Tapani Upanishad, what it said, see, one acts in Naish Karma. Now, how to do Naish Karma means how to not get any karma out of it, is when one fully engages in Krishna conscious activities. So this is what we discussed. If we pray for every single activity to make it an activity which is pleasing to Krishna without the doership, so then what it becomes, So one acts in Naish Karma when one fully, this is nothing but fully engaging in Krishna conscious activity without material desire to enjoy. As we discussed that we should not even expect anything, not even expect to go back to Godhead. Simply expect to keep serving. When you're keeping on serving, in the heart, Krishna will reveal. When you're able to see Krishna, you watch Mahavatar Narsimha cinema, which I watched, so beautiful. It is like sitting in a Bhagavatam class, but a video form you are seeing. Now you are hearing Bhagavatam. If you sit in the theater and watch Mahavatar Narsimha, you are not hearing Bhagavatam, you are seeing Bhagavatam. And you're remembering Bhagavatam because you've passed through all those lessons. What you have passed, that is what you're going to see in the movie. It is nothing but Bhagavatam class, pure Bhagavatam, 100%, no contamination at all. And it just will purify us. It's so powerful, nice cinema. So when you do this, what happens? See here, it's Naishkaram is when you fully engage in Krishna conscious activities without material desires to enjoy. So we should not have any desire what I can get out of it. Only to serve Krishna. Like Prahlad, he just wanted to serve Krishna. And these devotees, they don't say that. So Prahlad in the cinema, we see at one point he starts seeing Vishnu everywhere, in the tree, in the river, in the human, in the stone, in the flower, in the fruit, everything he's seeing only Krishna, Vishnu, 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 Vishnu everywhere. So when our eyes also will start seeing Vishnu everywhere, when it sees, or when we start perceiving the presence, it's my Krishna only, manifested in the material form, my Krishna, my Krishna. When you start perceiving, then what it is, then there is no desire to enjoy. It's like if you are here also, it's like you are in Goloka. If you're in Goloka also, it's the same. In fact, when you start seeing Krishna's presence everywhere, for you, it is not different from Goloka. This material world is not different from Goloka. So when you are having this consciousness, how does it matter whether you take birth here next life or whether you go there? Wherever Krishna wants our seva, there we have to pray that may we have the strength to not desire to stay there. Maybe serve you wherever you wish, but I should be amidst the devotees and I should be serving. I should always remember you. That's all. I should always remember you. I should always live to please you. And I should always live amidst the devotees. That's all. If we keep praying like that, then whatever Krishna wants, let it happen. So if that is the mode, you see here, then see when one fully engages in Krishna conscious activities without material desires to enjoy, either here or in the upper planetary systems, in the present life or in a future life, amurta, when one is free from all contamination and he acts in devotional service under the direction of spiritual master, one is on the platform of Naishkarmya. So it leads to Naishkarmya. This is what we understand. We still have 5 minutes. We'll do one more verse, or I think I will. Okay, one more verse we'll try reading. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, Text number 12. Namah Shantaya Ghoraya Mudhaya Gunadharmine Nirvisheshaya Samyaya Namo Jnana Ghanaya Cha. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, Text 12, translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Vasudeva, who is all pervading, to the Lord's fierce form of as Lord Narasimhadeva, to the Lord's form as an animal, Lord Varahadeva, to Lord Dattatreya, who preaches impersonalism, to Lord Buddha, and to all other incarnations. I offer my respectful obeisance unto the Lord who has no material qualities, but who accept the three qualities, goodness, passion, ignorance within this material world, I also offer my respectful obeisance unto the impersonal Brahman effulgence. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. In the previous verses, it has been described that although the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no material form, he accepts innumerable forms to favor his devotees and kill demons. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are so many incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead as there are like the waves of a river. The waves of a river flow incessantly, and no one can count how many waves there are. Similarly, no one can calculate when and how the different incarnations of the Lord appear according to the necessities of time, place, candidates. The Lord appears perpetually. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse number 7, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham, means whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. In the material world, there is always the possibility of deviation from Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna and his devotees always act in various forms to curb such godlessness. Even impersonalists who stress the knowledge feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead want to merge in the effulgence of the Lord. Therefore, here the word Jnana Ghanaya indicates that for atheists who disbelieve in the form and existence of the Lord, all these various incarnations appear. Since the Lord comes to teach in so many forms, no one can say that there is no God. The word Jnana Dhanaya is especially used here to refer to those whose knowledge has become solidified by dint of their searching for the Lord through speculative philosophical understanding. Superficial knowledge is useless for understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But when one's knowledge becomes extremely intense and deep, one understands Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samatma Sudurlabha. A jnani attains this stage after many, many births. Therefore, the word jnana ghanaya is used here. The word shantaya indicates that Lord Vasudeva is situated in everyone's heart, but does not act with the living entity. But does not act with the living entity. Impersonalist jnanis realize Vasudeva when they are fully mature in knowledge. Impersonalist jnanis realize Vasudeva when they are fully mature in knowledge. Vasudeva Sarvam iti Samatma Sudurlabha. Okay. So here, as you can see, that first Prabhupada is explaining about how we have learned even in the past, in the first canto, I guess in chapter 3. In chapter 3, in first canto, they are listing some 23 incarnations or something like that, and they say that as a ripples of the ocean or some name was I forgot now, means many like how here it is told in a ocean or in a river, how many waves come, we cannot even count. Waves of a river cannot be counted. It's eternal, it goes on coming like that. The avatars of Krishna goes on coming. There is no list to it. One can never count it. That aspect is explained here. And then, but why he comes and when he comes? When there is irreligion, Krishna comes. Why? Mainly to protect his devotees, and to show love to his devotees who are really in the time of adharma. If somebody is practicing bhakti, totally dependent on the Lord, then Lord naturally, when someone in difficulty is practicing bhakti, Krishna becomes even more pleased. So in our life, if there are many difficulties compared to others, according to our perception, we should be more happy because in a more difficult environment, means in the darker the sky, the brighter the moon appears. Like that, the more difficulties we have, the more appealing we appear to Krishna's eyes because we're taking pain to stay Krishna conscious or pain to practice to become Krishna conscious. And that pleases Krishna the most. So that's why for such devotees who are taking pain to be Krishna conscious, Krishna comes down to protect them, to show them love. And then here Prabhupada is saying that even impersonalists who stress the knowledge feature of the Supreme Personality want to merge in the effulgence of the Lord. So he's saying that how even jnanis can attain Krishna or Vasudeva after many, many lifetimes. Means just by speculation, we cannot understand Krishna. But again, you speculate more and more and read more, speculate more, read more, speculate more. You say, not this, not this, not this. In this whole life, you'll go saying, not this, not this. The next again, not this, not this. Finally, after struggling so much, finally, you will end up discovering like that, Krishna eats means the determined dedication for many, many lifetimes probably is also like, I think Geeta Mataji's phone should be muted right now. Jnana Ghanaya, it means like that, that kind of people, who are really searching for Lord, and though it's useless, but Vasudeva, but it said, but when one's knowledge becomes extremely intense and deep, so then they understand Vasudeva. But we don't have to struggle like this. We simply have to do bhakti. If we simply do bhakti, our conscious becomes peaceful and clear, and then Krishna's identity will be revealed to us. Our identity also will be revealed. Simply, we have to keep praying before every act. We don't have to struggle for lifetimes reading, speculating, and wait to understand. Start now, though we are very at a junior level. Let's keep praying, Krishna. Use me as your servant and allow me to do this seva for you and empower me to do this seva for you. In a way, it please empower me. I beg you, please accept me as your servant and empower me to do this service. Please, like this, you keep begging Krishna and doing the seva. That's enough. Then our conscious will soon become clear. We will, by saying again and again from prayerful heart, by a prayerful heart, not as a ritual, not as an unconscious few words uttering just like that, blabbering some words, not like that, conscious begging, to the Lord for every single activity. If we can keep doing that, and even during the activity, if we are trying to just do the service, begging Lord to empower us, then what will happen? Our conscious will become soon clear, and we will be able to realize, Krishna, this is what I have read. I am not experienced in this. I've just started today, and let's experience together. Start wherever you are. You can just start this last phase of your PhD practice. You can start. I feel this is the last phase. I don't think this. I don't know, as far as my understanding goes. This I see as the final practice. So let's start from today. And as you already started, let's continue. Let us pray that we may not forget this lesson. This lesson, I feel, will take us to the point of becoming a Krishna conscious person. So, if we become really Krishna conscious and forget our false identity and stick to our real identity, that's a success of reading all this Bhagavatam. That's a success of getting a human body. That's a success in pleasing Guru and Gauranga. So, with this, we end the session. Time is up. Do you have any questions or comments? If I'm wrong, you can correct me. For those who are, I know here somebody is there who is a Bhakti Vaibhav teacher also, and I forgotten the name. I think it's Manidhar Prabhu or something. So if I'm wrong, then you please correct me.
No, Mataji, I'm not teacher, I'm a student. Yeah, thank you so much for your wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisance, and I'm open to comments and questions now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, if there is any question, any comments, please ask. Any realization?
Otherwise, we'll end the session. I will go to do my further reading of Bhagavatam and all that.
Thank you, Mataji, for this wonderful class. Hare Krishna. And Mataji, sorry, Prabhuji, Vamsiji, I'll just finish in a minute. So, Mataji, you said that gopis were very, they wanted to do anything, even if it was hurting them to please Krishna, right?
Yeah.
But subconsciously, we know, I am talking for myself, I know that I can never hurt Krishna. He is super Lord. You know, whatever I do, I'm so small a speck for him. He can do anything to help me. So I already have that notion, you know. So I mean, I look at it like he's a superpower, and I am going to him to help me. So basically, I'm not in that same mode as the gopis you said, to be in this bhav. What definitely we should try. I'm not saying that, but it's coming from a subconscious mind that the Lord is superpower. You know, it's not the same as the gopis. Like you said that they would do anything to hurt themselves to please Krishna, right? So I can never hurt Krishna. I mean, I can never, what can I say? I mean, I would love to do at my cost, but at the same time, I know that, I mean, the Lord will be happy, but there is no way I can be hurting him, right?
No, gopis didn't say that they're hurting Krishna. Gopis said that Krishna is having a headache and he's hurt already. So they are giving, the story goes like this, that Narada Muni asked Krishna that who is your best devotee? He said, go and ask anyone. See, right now I'm having a headache. First, you go to all those whom you are calling as devotees and ask them, can you give me your foot dust? Dust from their feet. If they give, if they apply it on my head, if I apply it on my head, if they give food dust, I apply their food dust on my headache will go. So go and get some food dust first. Then I will tell you who is my pure devotee, who is my fixed pure devotee, Shuddha Bhakt. So this Narada Muni went to the sages in the Himalayas and asked this, oh my God, Lord is having a headache, unbelievable. Yeah, but you give food dust, then he applies, it will go. Then, huh? My food dust, and such a fallen person, my food dust, if I give to him, then his headache will go. Then where I will go? I will go to hell. Oh my God, I'll never do such a sinful thing. I will not give my food dust to Krishna. I am not such a big person. This is what they said. Then Pandavas, he went and asked. Pandavas also said, oh, he got a headache. Oh my God, so sad. Now, will you give your food dust? Then he will become all right. Food dust, oh my God, that will be very sinful. You know, our food dust to apply on Krishna's food, it's very sinful, he said. Then they said, okay. Then he was a little disappointed. Narada Muni was, he asked the Gopa boys also, will you give your food dust? Oh my God, oh, Krishna got a headache. Oh no, give your food dust. If we apply it on his head, it will be cured for him. But if we give it sinful, we can't give our food dust to Krishna. The boys said like that. Then Narada Muni thought, okay, nobody is willing to give. I will go back. So while going back, they saw some gopis coming. So gopis asked, oh, Narada Muni, you seem to have gone to Krishna's house or something. You met him and came, is it? How is our Krishna? What is the use of telling how is our Krishna? Huh? There's no use telling anyone. No, please tell. No, we are eager to know how is our Krishna. He is having a headache. Will you do anything about it? Yeah, please tell us. Is there anything we can do for his headache? We will do. See, he wants your food dust. If you give food dust, if you apply it on Krishna's head, he'll become all right. Really? If you give food dust, he'll become all right. Yes. Immediately, in one story I heard, they started walking in the sand, front and back, and they saw wherever footprints of theirs is there, they collected it and put it in gunny bags and said, take my food dust, let him get cured of his headache. Not one, all the gopis collected the bags of food dust and given. Somebody said that they danced, till their feet bleeded, started to bleed. And then when feet is bleeding, the dust which stuck to their blood of the feet, that they scraped and they give, take this food dust for our Krishna's headache. The Narada Muni said, are you all crazy? All of you are giving your food dust? I just wanted one person's food dust, but if you all give this food dust and if I apply, Krishna's headache will go. But you know where you will go? You will go to hell. Hell, how does it matter? Don't waste time talking. We will stay in hell. Doesn't matter. But we want our Krishna not to have hellish headache. His hurt feeling of the headache, his headache should go. We have no problem. For us, staying in hell is happiness. We will not hurt ourselves by staying in hell because we have done something to please Krishna. His headache is gone. That's our goal. He should be happy. If our Krishna is happy, then we are happy. If our Krishna is not happy, we are here, then it is hell for us to be here. So in that's the mood. They didn't say like that, but that is the mood. It is hell to be here, not doing anything for them. So like that. In that sense, means at like now for Prabhupada, he could not go to America as soon as he got the instruction. He waited, he tried, he waited, and nothing worked in India. And then he felt even his work got destroyed by his wife by selling it to some Raddiwala or something. So he said, okay, now is the time to, whether to live with her or to leave her. And through her answer, he says, you want tea or me? For sake of tea, you sold a paper, my books, what I wanted to print. You sold it to the paper collector and took few rupees for what? For your tea. Okay. In that case, do you want tea or do you want me? She didn't say anything. She just picked up the teacup and started sipping as if she wants tea, as if tea is more important. He said, okay, you have your tea. Bye bye. Tata bye bye. And he went. He became sannyasi. And then he went on trying to go to America in different ways. He printed back to college. So many things he did. And then finally he tried to, he thought that now I have to go out and preach. And then he begged and he went. See, begging someone for a seat in the ship and struggling in the ship for months together, no money to go by flight, and then getting heart attacks a few times in the ship, and then also going, what is this? It's all taking pain to fulfill the instruction of spiritual master. Okay, that's one level. What is our level? Chanting 16 rounds or 8 rounds, whatever number of rounds you are chanting, whatever number of rounds we are chanting, for us that only is pain. But are we not willing to do it? We are taking the pain to chant because we have not yet got taste for chanting. When we don't have taste for chanting, what we are doing, we are still chanting. Why? Because this pleases Krishna. It seems, I don't know whether it pleases or not, but I am feeling satisfied. Initially, we are doing it for our pleasure. But when we come to a position where now nothing is hurting us, then also we chant. Why? Now we want to chant out of gratitude. Then also after that for some time, then also we want to chant. Why? Then we want to please Krishna. We are already grateful. Now anything we do, we want to please Krishna. So that's why now these all thoughts have come that let us pray that every particular seva we do, let us pray as a servant of Krishna. We desire to do it. Please empower me to do it, and may I not become proud. Like this, we are constantly begging. Why? So that we can come out of our false ego problems of connecting ourselves to other family members. We're not actually anybody's relative. We are Krishna's part and parcel. We are Guru's disciple. That's all. We are Bhagavatam's servants. That's all. But we are simply thinking, I'm so and so's wife, so and so's husband, so and so's mother, so and so's brother. All these things simply we are thinking, it's an illusion. It's a temporary drama that in this life we are allowed to think like that. But we should come out of that thought. And for that sake, we have to start praying that use me in your service. And in the process, what I meant is that gopis were doing seva even at the cost of themselves. Means even if they have to suffer in hell, they didn't mind. They wanted Krishna to be happy. They didn't say they're going to hurt Krishna, or they didn't say they're going to hurt themselves by going to hell. They said if they don't give that food dust, then they are hurting themselves. See, pure devotees also don't hurt themselves. They do things which will not hurt. Even mixed devotees like us also who have desire for this and that, we're also not doing anything to hurt ourselves. So there's no question of we hurting Krishna, but we end up hurting Krishna. We hurt Krishna, all of us, when we chant and when we don't focus on Krishna, when we don't respect the arrival of Krishna on our tongue and we allow the mind to stray everywhere except in hearing about Krishna. We do insult Krishna, we do hurt Krishna when he arrives. But to come out of those hurt feelings, we should start understanding we cannot let our mind to stray to any other place other than focusing on holy names. So why we are not able to focus on holy names is because our mind is getting strayed. Why our mind is getting strayed is other 22 hours before we started our today's japa, the previous 22 hours We have allowed the mind to stray. I want to do this, I want to do that. For that, maybe I'll check the YouTube video. For this, I want to call so and so. I want to ask them how it is, what it is. I want to, maybe I want to change the job. Like this, hundreds of thoughts, we entertain, and those thoughts come and disturb us during japa. So if those thoughts at those thoughts time, if we can correct it as Krishna, I wish to do this. Please empower me. Please empower me. As seva, I want to do this. I want to change the job. This I wish to change the job, but as a service to you. Please empower me and allow me to change into such a job where I can do your seva even more nicely. Here, somehow, I have spoiled the relationships due to my false ego, and I'm not able to, even with sorry, they're not able to feel better. So, I don't wish to further pollute myself. Like this means if there's a reason to change the job, to help anything we do, even change of job, it's a material thing, but even change of job, if we're doing it to enhance our Krishna consciousness, anything we do, it should be connected to how we can be more Krishna conscious. If we can be like that, if we can pray for that, and if we can think like that, and if we can work like that, then that kind of thoughts will be like a servant of Krishna. And so, when we are Krishna conscious that way, when we chant, we can say, "Oh, this is a chanting time. So, Krishna, please, I desire to chant 16 rounds. Please empower me to chant in a way that pleases you by attentively hearing your holy names. Please empower me to hear your holy names without any disturbance of the mind, without any deviation, without any distractions of the mind. Please allow me to focus like this." Like this, when we do, we're not actually hurting Krishna. Otherwise, we're actually hurting Krishna. Where we should give credit to Krishna, we don't give. We take credit. Everywhere for everything, we should give credit to Krishna, but we take credit for ourselves. We don't focus on the holy name. So all of us have heard enough and more Krishna, but Krishna is not taking offense. He's saying still they're trying to chant. No, it's okay like that. They're trying to do Krishna conscious activities. It's nice, and he's helping us to get closer and closer to him. So we have always been hurting, but Krishna didn't take offense. That's the difference. But now I'm talking about gopis who are willing to put themselves in a hurting situation, so-called hurting situation. Though for them it's not hurting. For them to see Krishna suffer is the topmost hurt feeling. For them, their suffering in hell is nothing. It's like when there is only one roti and mother and child both are very hungry. So a mother says, if I eat the roti and my child is going to die out of hunger, that's more hurting for me. Therefore, I will save my child by giving that one roti and I will starve in hunger. For me it is less painful to stay hungry than to see my starving baby and dying baby. So I will give my roti to the baby, let the baby survive. That is a great joy for me. Gopis have that kind of attitude. They want to see Krishna so happy. Even little slightest unhappiness for Krishna, they don't tolerate. Just to give him that complete bliss experience, they don't mind depriving themselves of Krishna also physically, because mentally they'll only be thinking of Krishna even in hell. When somebody is mentally thinking of Krishna, they're seeing Krishna in their hearts. For them, actually, it's not different. For them, they being with Krishna or they being in hell and feeling Krishna in their heart, both are equally same. So they are feeling if Krishna is unhappy, we are sad. Like I hope now it's clear, dear Gita Mataji.
Yes, thank you so much, Mataji. Very clear. Very, very clear. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, now that Prabhu wanted to ask question, which that Prabhu, whose name
Hare
I
Krishna
forget.
Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Ah,
Thank you so much for your wonderful class as always, Amrita Mataji. Your class also gives us many practical tips of how to, surrender to the Lord by always begging and thanking. Thank you for that wonderful nugget of wisdom we can incorporate in our life. Mataji, my question is regarding, begging and thanking. Sometimes our endeavors may not be successful, so we beg, and then we thank when it shouldn't we thank both if it's successful and unsuccessful, and also should we take blame for something that's unsuccessful, that we know Krishna, you're the doer, but only when it's successful you're the doer. But if there's anything went wrong, it is my own fault. Thank you.
That's how we are taught that if suppose if I am studying to get first rank in my engineering course, if I'm studying, we have to beg Krishna, Krishna, please, as a seva to you, I wish to study to keep body and soul together. I need to eat food. I need to earn, to earn. I have to learn now all this material education. So I beg your blessings and to study as your servant. I'm studying. So we will start like that, and we will every day think I'm servant, and I'm studying. So we study. Finally, what happens on the day of exam? We meet with an accident, and we don't reach the exam hall, and we fail in the exam. Now, who is the doer here? We prayed, we did everything possible, and we knew it very well. We could have answered very nicely, but we met with an accident. We are hospitalized. We are not even aware. We are unconscious. Now, who is responsible? Now, we have to say, okay, Krishna, you allowed this to happen with some good reason. You allowed this. We're not taking blame on ourselves. You allowed it to happen. I tried my best. After trying fully, if we are not at fault, and it appears like we are at fault because we failed the exam, say, Krishna, if you allowed this to happen, it is definitely for my good. So I thank you for this. I thank you. So we thank Krishna for that. But suppose if it is like that, I am supposed to get first rank, we're thinking like that and we're trying hard. But while trying hard, we have become addicts to phone. We have become addicts to all bad habits, and we're trying. Okay, and then in our try, there won't be any perfection because there is so much distraction. In the distraction, we are struggling to study, and then again at the time, every day at 10 o'clock, we feel like drinking alcohol, and every day at another time, we feel like smoking. And then we sit. Rest of the time, we sit and study with full determination, but our mind gets distracted. We're not able to focus, and we reach the exam hall, we write the exam, and we pass with the second class, not first rank. Now, should we thank God? Yes, you didn't first of all pray. You didn't first of all pray that I want to do well. Only on the exam day, you said that please bless me, I get first rank. I tried my best. We prayed. Huh? So then, when we didn't get the good marks, we say, yes, actually, I also gave into bad habits. So I am responsible. But I got second class marks. That is Krishna's mercy. I prayed, so I didn't fail. He gave me second class mark. So Krishna, thank you very much for giving whatever I got. But it's my fault that I did this mistake. And third case is that I pray. I pray to Krishna. Krishna, I want to study. I want to get first rank. And daily we struggle to pray. We don't do any bad habits, nothing, and we struggle, but our IQ level is not fit for engineering. It is meant for some art subject, and we are doing engineering, so things are not entering it properly. We're not able to understand. We're struggling, and we're praying and struggling, prayerfully struggling. Then we end up passing with a third class, just pass class. And now, should we thank Krishna? Yes, we should thank Krishna. Although I was dull-headed, although I didn't have inclination for this subject, somehow by force I was put in engineering, and I was even there. I wanted to now do well only. I could not do well, but at least without that inclination, without that caliber, without that qualification, you made me pass at least. So thank you, Krishna. I didn't have the caliber, so I am to be blamed for making a wrong choice. But Krishna, you still helped. I'm very grateful to you. And if anything goes wrong in life, this was about exams. Suppose we have a spouse, and the spouse, we're trying hard to help them to be Krishna conscious. And in the process, we get very offended, and sometimes we end up fighting. Who is to be blamed? Yes, we are humans after all, so we cannot blame ourselves, but we are to be blamed because even though we are humans, we committed the mistake. We are not at that pure, clear consciousness which we told today we should practice. We're not at that level. So we have the inability to stay a fighting free life. Okay, we fought, no problem. But I'm trying and they're not changing. So what to do? So Krishna, I'm thanking you for giving this unchanging atmosphere, a non-devotional atmosphere. Maybe you are thinking that in this situation, You want me to become a more helplessly dependent devotee who's prayerful, dependent, surrendered. So you give me such a beautiful occasion to surrender. You're putting me. It is told that one should helplessly depend. Then Krishna helps. But you made my situation of family so bad that I'm seeing only failure, failure, failure. So therefore, Krishna, you are forcing me, you are helping me actually. You are lovingly helping me by giving only fails so that now at least depend on me. Please, it looks like you're pleading and begging me at my feet. It looks like that much you're loving me. I cannot I imagine how much you're loving me. That you are it's now very easy for me. What is so difficult for people to helplessly surrender, you all through all these failures you made it so easy. It's like a cakewalk for me because I have no option. You made me optionless but to fully surrender to you at your lotus feet. Fully, helplessly, you're making me beg. So, Krishna, I am deeply indebted to you for giving me this helpless surrender attitude by through these failures. And if this is pleasing you, may I always be at this way. Like Kunti Maharani said, may all these problems be, it was there, it's good because Krishna was with us. This is the way you're keeping me close to your heart, then I also don't mind. I don't mind as long as I am at your lotus feet, helpless and dependent. But use me in your seva nicely. Use me, purify me, and use me. I'm begging you, please. That's all. This is how, if you see, then you will be thankful. And for whatever is, wherever I went wrong, yes, it's my inability. So uplift me, Krishna. Make me not fight with these people. It's not worth it. Who are they? They're nothing to me. You just gave me a role to play. It's like on a drama. I told to act like a husband or wife. You are making, but my real life is with you. So we should start perceiving connection with Krishna through prayers so much tightly, closely that we should become like again third canto, 26th chapter. I read the analogy of Prabhupada in purport, which says that sun god. uh, do you see sun outside? Yes, we see sun outside. Sunlight is coming inside. Yes, sunlight is coming inside. Sun is here also. But actually, where is the sun? Where is the sun actually? Millions of miles away from us. He's millions, but he is perceived here also. Like that, if we connect ourselves to Krishna as a servant of footest of the gopis, if we start praying and always starting to focus on that relation of ours with Krishna, then when things happen like a spouse is not changing, they're non-cooperating, all this appears like it's happening in the material world, and we are millions of miles away from them because we are connected to Krishna. We are feeling total close intimate connection. We are seeing Krishna reciprocating, Krishna loving in the form of giving us failure after failures. We are seeing, we can identify Krishna's love so much. We feel such an intimate connection in relationship with Krishna so much that these people are so far, they're just appearing to be just around us physically, but we are not in this body. We are at the lotus feet of Krishna. So now we are reminded when they try to trouble, it's like we are reminded that we have relatives also. Relatives, they're not even spouse now. The spouse becomes just a relative. They're a relative for the body, not our relative. So then it's a far off relationship. So there is no feeling of pain, Prabhuji. I will pray for you to feel like this as soon as possible. You come out enough. You don't belong there. You belong to there. You don't belong. Why should you suffer anymore? Enough of suffering. I am only tired of your suffering, to be very honest. I want you to be happy, Prabhu. I will pray for you. And let all of us in the call, please pray for our Vamshi Vilas Prabhuji. Let's all chant 3 times. We don't want him to feel like a relative of anybody's except Krishna's, Gauranga's, Guru Paramparas, Guru Maharaj. That's all. His Guru's relative, his Guru Parampara relative, his Vaishnava's relative, Krishna's relative, and he's a servant of footest of the gopis, and he's nothing else. Enough of suffering. Now let us pray for him. from our heart to Krishna's holy name, and that let it give him clear consciousness. Next class, when I meet him, he should be much away mentally. He should be out of this relation. He's not belonging to all these people. He's such a transcendental lotus of Krishna's. Let him feel like a lotus. Let him feel the connection with Krishna more powerfully than ever before. That's why let's pray, all of us. Please, all of you, unmute yourself and let's chant now. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
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 Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
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 Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Thank you, all of you, for praying for our Vamshvilas Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare
So
Krishna
now everybody
Mataji,
has questions?
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Thank you so much for this nectar class and the
All
prayers
good,
we
Srila
did
Prabhupada.
yesterday, today, sorry. And let us also, Rupini Padma Mataji and her husband got positive COVID, so let us pray for them also. So 3 times chanting Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Yes.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
everyone. And thank you Mataji. Thank you for the nectar and
So, Mataji, Madarat Pranam to you all. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for the prayers needed by the Vaishnavis here. And so bad. I thought COVID had left us, but I always remember Shri Prabhupada says birth, death, old age, disease will not leave us on this planet. So whenever it comes like that, then you feel, yes, that is true, what Prabhupada said. So thank you so much once again for the prayers and wonderful class Mataji gave today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dear Rupini Padma Mataji, I have learned when I went to a retreat in Govardhan that when you have cold, you can get the resistance simply by eating boiled roots, no oil food, nothing. If you want to give paneer, paneer also without any salt, you give paneer, you can burn it and give if you want, or plain, you offer it to Krishna and give, and fruits, citrus fruits, boiled roots, boiled groundnuts for protein, and fruit juices. If you just give this for 15 days, the person feels better. First of all, that person, if they're really suffering, they'll not feel like eating anything. That time, these things they feel like eating. At least if this also sometimes if we see where they can't eat, they can drink fruit juices. Fruit juices they will be able to drink, and in the worst case, maybe you can make soup, boiled tomatoes, carrots, and all.
Yes,
You can put, or maybe some leafy vegetables, whistle it with water and blend it with some salt and little, maybe if you wish, to few drops of desi ghee. Milk products are not allowed, but this much if you do, it really helps. I think for me, it's getting. Otherwise, I would suffer with cold and cough for 30 days. You have seen me coughing, and now I'm not coughing only. It comes in 3 days, 4 days. It becomes weak with this diet. This Russians told me, you're eating rice when you're not having. This will increase your cold. Don't eat rice for 15 days. They told me like that. That time I didn't listen to them. But then I realized the next Chaturmas, I had to follow that diet. Vishnu Panchaka time I got cold in Mayapur. I followed that diet. I had gone to follow the diet, and that cured me. Then I'm following and I'm feeling much better. And in India, COVID has become such a thing that if COVID comes now, nobody's afraid. because they know it's very easily can cure. But we do not know in your America the climate and the resistance of the body, what levels you all have. But at least if you can follow all these things, no dals, no rice, no wheat, just this much, or even this if they're difficult to eat, then just fruit juices. This will give them, especially when we have fever and all, just fruit juices. Go on drinking. Miss, don't let the person stay hungry. Miss, make so much fruit juice and giving them, especially citrus fruits, like oranges, musumbis, pomegranate also, tender coconut also. All these things are allowed. And if you want, at night, one time when you have fever, you can whistle up moong dal with some ginger and switch off. You strain it and add some desi ghee and salt and give. This way, we have done during fever, and that also gave us resistance. These are some tips along with prayers, because we have to do our endeavor and we have to pray. Prayer we did, and this is the endeavor part. If it works, you can try, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for all these this thing. Yes, because I realized that even rice is also not good. Instead of rice,
Yes.
one quinoa, right? Quinoa is still better. But I don't
Quinoa
know.
may be better.
Yeah, quinoa
Maybe
might,
better.
because if you're used to eating like a wholesome food like rice and dal, then quinoa and dal can be taken, right? Is that okay?
Dal, no. Dal not allowed actually.
Okay, no dal also. You said juices mainly. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why it's you want to add some boiled quinoa in your soup, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually,
Hot food.
work, there were a group of he's got construction line work. There were a group of workers there who are plumbers, were all sick. So they came, then it caught my husband, then it caught me, and luckily my mother and my daughter is still okay. We're trying to maintain the distance, but it's not that bad as earlier it was. And here the doctors prescribe some viral medicine which we have to take. So and also like Tylenol for cough and cold kind of a thing. But I'm kind of on the recovery side, so I just wanted to attend the class today, and I was able to do my chanting also a little bit. All thanks to the Everyday Chant devotees. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your
But
tips.
how is your husband now?
He's recovered. He got earlier, and he couldn't make out what is going on, because sometimes we forget, and then the doctors these have started saying, no, no, first do the test, then you come to us. So the test was positive. He's doing better, Mataji. He's like, because he takes the medicines because he has to get to work. So he's on the last day. So there's some kind of a medicine which is called, it's viral medicine. It's with prescription, and it is antiviral, and it is for 5 days. We have to take that. So moment you start taking that, you become okay. Otherwise, then going to hospital and all that, like I don't know what's going to happen there. But it's not that bad as you're losing your breath and all that now. But yeah, it's amazing. I'm really thankful to Krishna that at the time when people were losing their lives, that time I didn't get, but now just a small token has come because of my own karma. And so hopefully I realized that maybe somewhere along the line, maybe I'm not taking only prasadam, food, and I should be more like yesterday when Prabhuji was saying only prasadam. So I have to be more, because suffering, this is more intense than simply what Prabhupada has told us with the mouth chanting and only prasadam. So maybe this is just a lesson to me that we should even avoid some snacks and all without onion, garlic, and bread outside. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Strictly, we should avoid all that.
yeah,
Onion, garlic, and outside food has to be strictly avoided, and we should strictly stick to prasad, and that's going to really do wonders, because when we depend only on prasad, even when we go out, we'll arrange to carry some prasad, or we will learn to make travel foods which stay for 2 3 days. And we will also otherwise carry some instant things like roti maker or an instant cooker, electric cooker and things like that. So where we can cook and we can eat. And a blender, hand blender, where in a glass you put some water and put some fruit and do grrr, your juice will be done and you can offer and drink. So I have purchased all these whenever I travel. I am strictly, so far, Krishna has allowed me to eat only prasad after I took a vow that I'll eat only prasad in 2003 or something like that, 4 or something like that. 2003 maybe. Since then I'm not eating anything from outside. Yes, if we want to eat outside, then when we go, I'll check with the people there, like is the homestay is a vegetarian. I look for vegetarian homestays, and I ask if they will provide me some non-veg. So they say, no, no, it's very strict. We that will not provide, ma'am. Sorry. If they say, then I say, then good. Then I'm coming. But will you cook for me without onion and garlic? I'll get my lords with me. We have to offer first, then we eat. Then if they say okay, then we book homestay there. Like this, 2, 3 times we have done for the sake of my husband's happiness of traveling to some other place other than the yatra place. But now we are not even going there. Now we are going to only temples where we get prasad. Otherwise, we don't go anywhere, or we make our arrangements to have some prasad with us while traveling time. But we don't eat anywhere outside, and that actually makes us remember Krishna every day. When we are eating prasad, and that day we are not feeding Krishna, we packed yesterday for 3 days. But for 3 days, Krishna will not eat. We feel the pinch. So for Krishna, we start buying tender coconuts, fruits. We offer for offering for Krishna purpose. We start buying is we start thinking more about Krishna. So when we give up, when we stick to eating Krishna Prasad, we don't get so many things which come through contamination of food. So many diseases that can come through food, it will not come for us. So many diseases, joints, food joints where we can get infected, we don't even go there. So we stay away from the material world and their infections and the routes through which we can get infection. All these things will be not there if we stick to only prasadam diet, Mataji. Thank you very much for letting me know because initiation means I was thinking that everybody eats only Krishna Prasad. I was thinking like that. So recently I saw one friend of mine and she was happily eating outside food. She came with me for yatra. After yatra is over, when you're returning, and I got very mad. I said, "Hey, you're trying for initiation. You're sheltered and you're eating." No, children saved it so they couldn't finish. That's why I'm eating. Why to waste food? I said, no, this is not food. This is sins, you know. Yajna shishta sinaha santo muchante sarva kilbishahi bunjate tvagam papa ye pachante atma kanat. You are eating sins actually because not offered to Krishna. Children are eating. They're not wanting to, follow it now. They're too young. It's all right for them. You should not eat, or otherwise you should pack something from Mayapur. I packed now. You said don't pack. It's okay. And children also told, no, no, we will eat there something. I thought only they will eat. Why you are eating? Like this, I scolded her. Then I was wondering whether she'll take initiation also or not. Now I came to know even initially devotees are not following so strictly. Then I know that in America people are having a different standard, and that's still accepted and forgiven by Guru Maharaj and given because of the that is called what Desha Kala Patra or whatever, time, place, and circumstance. You all are forced to be in that plight, no problem. But if you can come up to this standard, that will be very good, Mataji. Because I learned in my Bhakti Shastri course that unless we fix to say that, make a fixed decision that I'm not going to eat anything other than prasad very strictly. When we do that, unless we do that, there's no chance to go back to God. This is what I heard. So we have to control the radar of the ship, that is the tongue of our body. When we control the tongue, means by speak only about Krishna, eat only Krishna prasad. If we are very strict, I was told, then anger control, mind control, belly control, genital controls, everything will come. This is what I was told. So I started following. So now I feel many of you have not done Bhakti Shastri course and not got this instruction. If I had not got this instruction today, I also would be like you all, sometimes eating out or something maybe. So I would just request all of you in the call, if you have the habit of eating outside, try to make alternative arrangements, especially if you have a devotee husband, then devotee husband, devotee wife means then you all should try to take something for your travel. It's offered to Krishna and be satisfied with Krishna Prasad. And that satisfaction now will give you unlimited chance to be with Krishna, whether in the material world or in the spiritual world. You will be able to see Krishna everywhere. This kind of tongue control, it will bring you to such a pure devotee state. That I was telling Prahlad could see Krishna everywhere, could see Vishnu everywhere. We'll also come to that level, and that is real independence. Actually, we'll be totally out of our designations coming from false ego, and we'll be really feeling like a servant of Krishna. We'll be feeling so much in association of Krishna, and that joy is far, far greater. And this small sacrifice of making a serious decision to eat only Krishna Prasad is the best decision which Rubin Padmavati got on her own. which is very, very nice, Mataji. It's a blessing of Krishna. So it's told sometimes Krishna tells it in our heart, and then if Krishna told it, then it will be confirmed by devotees. I am confirming what my devotee teachers had confirmed to me. I'm just sharing it with you. So it's like their confirmation for you, because I spoke because you said, but they spoke to me because you didn't say. They spoke because Krishna wanted them to say. So take it as a confirmation from Krishna and go ahead with your decision, Mataji. You will be more expert cook and you will be more free. Actually, we even actually kind of, I would say just kind of, from some time now, maybe from almost more than a year, I don't know, for some year, so for some months now, we stopped eating even at ISKCON's restaurants. And we stopped, we eat now, yes, only when we go to Yatra in the Mayapur Dham. We have no option, we have to eat in one of the places we eat. But here, only the temple, if you attend a temple program, we ate the prasad there. Or we don't buy anything from other ISKCON devotees run restaurants, which we used to eat before, where they don't cook onion, garlic. They say it is Krishna Prasad. We don't, because we feel they're also putting some things which are hotel standards, some chemicals in it, it goes, and that makes us little lethargic for next 2 days. The digestion don't happen the way it happens when we eat home food. So keeping health in mind, so that why health? So that we can be fit to do Krishna's seva every day in the same manner. Our enthusiasm should not come down to do service of Krishna, just because we ate at ISKCON restaurant. With that idea, we are strictly trying to do, and that become easy now. Now we're feeling, thank God. Otherwise, every my birthday, we go and eat at ISKCON restaurant. Husband's birthday, we go and eat at ISKCON restaurant. Any one occasion comes, we'll only think today I will not cook. We'll go and eat there. Nice feast we'll get. That was a bondage actually. When we gave up and when we cook at home, if we want an entertainment, we make one pakoda extra or we fry some papad extra and we eat. And that gives us satisfaction, and that's enough. That keeps us uniformly fit to serve Krishna. We have to come out of this Anartha Nivritti stage and become Nishta. Now, Nishta means what? Everything is time to time happens. Now it's so far not happening. Now, when we gave up, now some months are over and we are not tempted. Somehow, Krishna's mercy, if you just make an oath for Krishna's sake, Krishna takes away the temptation and then you will be able to do better, Mataji. So please go ahead with your thought, make it your decision for life, and you will see, you will really feel free from so many pulls of the heart to eat here, to eat there. All these pulls will be gone. You will learn to cook some interesting things, and to cook interesting things. Krishna's cuisine, Krishna apostrophe S. Krishna's cuisine, Mataji, hers, all the recipes. It looks like she's in today's topic. What I said, Krishna, please bless me to be your servant, and I desire to do this service. Empower me, like this. So she always says, Miss. Always, I now understand that we should say, I don't say I want to cook this. I want to say I want to cook this for Krishna. And that Mataji, Krishna's cuisine, Mataji, her name is Bhuvan Sundari Mataji, and she always says, always we worry, what will we cook for Jagannath tomorrow? I worry, what will I cook tomorrow? She worries, what will I cook for Jagannath tomorrow? Like that. So I saw the difference. Miss, when I thought I should do that, I remembered her. She's always connecting anything to Jagannath, anything to Krishna. And all her videos are having the same standard style, beginning in one type, ending one type. Her tone is one type. My tone, one day very enthusiastic, one day dull, one day fast, one day slow. My tone will change, but her tone is always one type. And always, and her standard recipes are all very good. Maybe little salt and spice you can change according to your this, but she gives very good ideas, and from Gujarati recipes, Rajasthani recipes, I think Sindhi recipes also, and from Prabhupada's recipes. And she has Hindi channel, Govinda's cuisine. English is Krishna's cuisine. Hindi is Govinda's cuisine, and that has Chappan Bhog of Puri Jagannath, where in Puri Jagannath, Lord does not eat aloo and tomato and garam masala and all. So she makes her own masala instantly for that recipe, and most of the times they're coconut based. You all may or may not like the recipes, but you can simply try because Jagannath likes it. So we should slowly shift sometimes, at least some item we should start doing for Jagannath's sake, for Krishna's sake. We can learn from her, and then you will not need and some are there, Karnataka recipes also are there, hers. So that way when you learn from her, then you will not have a craving to eat outside. I mean, we are coming out of that craving by following her recipe. Write down the notes, and I keep the ingredients separate, all ready, like how they keep, and then go on putting, and it finishes and offer, and it's a unique taste. So I don't miss the restaurants anymore. So this is the way, Mataji. I hope it helps. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. I didn't know that, I forgot her name, Bhuvneshwari Mataji has got like Govinda's cuisine also now. I knew Krishna's cuisine, but Govinda's cuisine is for English, right?
Hindi.
Oh, that's Hindi. And Krishna's cuisine is English.
English.
Okay. While I was talking to you, there was one quote in the morning I was hearing from His Holiness Jayapataka Guru Maharaj, and it says, I carry my prasad and have that only. In the airplane, I only eat fruits or some salad only because we cannot depend on them. Hari bol.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, perfectly correct, Mataji. Perfectly correct.
So just got a
Very
quote
true.
from Guru Maharaj also, and I
That
like.
was his newsletter. It was his newsletter.
Yeah,
Exactly when that Mataji came, and I scolded her, and that event was over. Within 1 week or so, we got that message in our emails by Guru Maharaj. And my daughter read it. She reads every message of Guru Maharaj, and she tells me, and she screenshotted it and sent to her also, like that. So yes, that came exactly when that happened in our life. We felt Guru Maharaj sent it for our sake as an answer.
yeah.
So now it became an answer for you also. It's so nice that you have also got it. I'm so impressed. See how Guru Maharaj is giving to those disciples who are having problems in that area. You see,
Yes.
very nice. And you read it, and I forgot about it. But you remember, and you are telling. I'm very impressed.
And
You're
if
very
need,
sincere, huh?
yes, thank you, Mataji. And if need be, one can, have at least fruit salad and maybe little nuts is something which we can have if we have to have outside, because all the sources are natural, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
fruit salad means they are cutting and giving. They would have tasted like that, I think, and I avoid that also. But I take curds outside. I buy curds, sealed cup curds, which are plain, not fruit yogurt or something, not that, where they have not added anything. They have made from natural sources. That I buy. And when it comes to roasted nuts and all, I myself roast and take, because anywhere cooking is involved, it will be my cooking, not their cooking, like that. But
Yeah,
Guru Maharaj following that much only is great, because he has to travel with so many things. Some salads maybe he is eating to give them some sukruti. The flight people who cooked, who served, he may be eating. But for us, we can be. It's your choice. You can either follow at least as Guru Maharaj is following, or you can just be taking whatever you have cooked. You can take curds, you can take milk. In the worst case, you can take buttermilk also from outside, and you can buy jaggery sugar. Papad, if we buy, we burn it or we fry it and we take it, like that. So this much I also take from outside. And fruits, uncut fruits, I take and I offer. I cut it and I eat, like that. But a salad means he means cut fruits. Guru Maharaj means cut fruits. So it's all right, because sometimes we see that whole fruit is just cut and kept. You can see the whole thing is there. They have not eaten. So Guru Maharaj may be taking in that kind. I've seen somebody actually in the flight. I saw a person with a plate of all fruits which are just sliced and kept, but nobody had eaten. Maybe Guru Maharaj is eating like that, then it's perfectly all right. Hmm. If that you can avail in the flight, it's perfectly all right. Otherwise, you carry your own fruits, and fruits don't spoil, and you don't even have to cut them. If you've offered, you can just bite and eat, because knife is not allowed in the flight. Inside the cabin, it's not allowed. So you can, if you cut and keep the fruit 3-4 hours before, it may get little rotten. The freshness may not be so good. So uncut fruits you can offer and keep, and you can bite and eat. That's what we do. Or we carry our idli and curds or idli and chutney, something like that. which don't spoil, that we carry to our cabin. And if we are hungry, we eat. Roasted nuts we carry, salted roasted nuts or unsalted nuts. These things we can carry. And on fruit salad, if we make, we put some roasted nuts, carry separately, put and eat. It tastes very good. So like this, you can do on Ekadashi. We had to travel, and that time we did like that. Boiled nuts. We added some tomatoes and some salt, and some cucumber, I guess, and that was. And then fruit salad we made and roasted nuts. That nuts we just sprinkled just before eating. We served separately to Krishna, and we carried separately, and we put it on top, and we ate it. It tasted heavenly. We didn't feel any hunger pangs. We felt like a non-Ekadashi day, eating a lot of groundnuts boiled and fruit salad. I hope that helps. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. It's like, your talk, your speaking and Guru Maharaj's quote was so much aligned together. And there is especially something, coming to me because, like taking these small austerities is better than, going through suffering. Because definitely,
Correct.
Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that if you don't offer to me, then, you're eating sin. So that sin will accumulate and come in this form or the other. So yeah, it's like a
Correct.
lesson. So thank you so much.
Correct.
Thank you to all the
You're
devotees.
welcome.
Hare Krishna.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for bringing up that point. So I could also speak something on what Guru Maharaj probably wanted. If Guru Maharaj wrote all those things, it means Guru Maharaj wants that we all follow. Because some disciple has written that I ended up eating like that. That's why I said, why do you even take chance like that? So very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Shall we end now? It's a lot of time now.
Hare Krishna.
6:45.
Yes, Mataji, we can end up the call here. The obeisance by obeisance to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarvash kripa sindhuveva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Namacharya Shridas Thakur ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Granthas Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Har Grace Amrit Madhvi Mataji ki
Jai.
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 Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Hare
Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much
Krishna.
for your time, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.